How's it going, everyone? Just bear with me for a moment here.
The counseling staff is hosting an open house at 12:30 hours. Raktoshino and light refreshments will be available.
I'm gonna do the drawing here first for the code giveaway. Let's see. In chat so far, I see Darthon, Robert, Spider, Lem, Sora, Pretora, Cooper, Toxin, Alan. How's it going? Okay. So in the video I did the other day, I put up a like a little giveaway thing where you leave your @ handle and a number between 1 and 1,000, and I'm going to do drawings to give out 2 codes. So I'm going to hit generate here, and we'll see. Basically, I'm looking for like the first 2 numbers I pull here. So is there anyone with a 389? Let's make sure all the comments are loaded. I guess that would help, wouldn't it? Okay, I guess I could search here. 389. Nope. I have a feeling this is going to take a little bit of time, isn't it? Scuba, thank you for the Prime sub. Greatly appreciate it. I didn't think this through enough. This is going to take a little bit longer than I thought, isn't it? Does this count as gambling? Just trying to the first 2 numbers I pulled, but this I didn't think this one through enough. I might do this one later on. Yeah. This is gonna take a little bit of time. Okay. I'll do that off stream, just so I'm not wasting folks' time. But let's get over to the main thing for today. Over on PS5, I need to get some rep work done, and yeah, let's see, where am I at here for reputations? Okay, so I have disco marks for today. I don't have to worry about that. Omega's fine as well. Yukara. I need Romulan. I'm gonna go get Voth over at the Voth ground battle zone. 8472, I'm not gonna have enough. I'll do a thing over in the space battle zone for that. Delta, Iconian. Yeah, there's a few of these I'm just out of marks on. Sorry, I'll catch up on chat here in just a second. Let me get these done. Yeah, I'm gonna do the event. Yeah, Warp Core, that's a good idea. I'll there's also tools out there to like pick random comments from a video, I believe. Might just end up doing that. Got them done same day, nice. Ralph, how's it going? Let's see here. So let's head up to the ship and head on over to the Voth ground battle zone. He doesn't want to choose winners live, so he can rig the results. Terrible. YouTube comment picker. Okay. It's loading Soul System, which takes an incredibly long time for some reason over on console, even on PS5 with the SSD. I don't know why, but it takes time. Is the stream buffering for you guys? Because I see it flashing on my end. Can you guys still hear me? BlackRock, how's it going? Can you hear? Good, good. Okay, we're gonna, while this is loading, and yes, Soul System is legitimately taking that long to load. It's ridiculous on console. Okay, let's see if this works. And as I swapped over, that's when solve some. That's when Soul System decides to load. So while this is doing its thing, (9 + 8. Math is hard. The plus sign or like divide? I can't see. It's plus 5. Okay. Okay, there we go. There's one. David Fleming. So that is one of the winners. And for the other winner, Alpatron doesn't have. Alpatron doesn't have the name and like numbers in the comment that needed to be there for the giveaway. This is for the codes that I mentioned at the end of the Fire at Will video the other day. Okay, there we go. So the two winners are David Fleming and Area 34. Lonnie, how's it going? Okay. So those are the winners drawn. Now let's head back over to the PlayStation. Okay. So let's remember how this works. So transwarp. Congrats. Yeah, I'll send those codes out later on. I'll send them in in-game mail. And they're again they're art codes, so don't go too far forward. Round Battlezone, yes. Take me there. Any casual gambling on PlayStation, or am I waiting for when I switch over to PC? No. I'm just doing console today. There's no PC STO. I've been slacking on doing stuff over on console here. Yeah, we're gonna go down to this bottom zone here. Yeah, I'm not doing my endeavors on console. The endeavor system I'm gonna do a rant video on in the very near future. But I do legitimately believe the endeavor system is just bad for the game in its current state.
Generator point. Move the device to the end of the platform by activating nearby consoles.
Ruin, how's it going?
Stop the box.
I need to move my live chat right over onto the main monitor so it's actually in front of me. There we go. That helps. You just got the World Razor MPS? Nice. Yeah, World Razor. Yeah, I see the text over that was at the bottom right there. Yeah. It's just like the UI scaling is a bit low. Like especially on like a higher res monitor. Like the UI could be made to be a little bit smaller. Mark to Chief, I did that the other day. Maybe I need to update that title. But I mean, the video I did the other day on the Firewheel like update, like or Firewheel buff, like I included a bunch of testing in there for that exact like how all the traits perform. Myth, how's it going? I mean, I'll probably talk about it more in the meta update video. But I mean, I did testing right in that video the other day. Nice, yeah. I mean, the World Razor is a great ship. I just got one for my engineer on PC. So yeah, there's gonna be a video in the near future. It's some of you have already seen the thumbnail, because I made it like 3 weeks ago, but it's like this can't continue, and it's gonna be about the dilithium exchange, the Endeavor system, and then the last part I initially had is fleets, which I feel is just gonna tie into like the dilithium things. So I swapped that out on the thumbnail for the old quote from Gecko of, the account is the player, and how the game has just like really failed to actually deliver on that, because it's so insanely expensive to try and build up alts right now, especially if you want to start putting some of your gear onto them. And the thing is, like, if they make it so we could just, pay to make our ships account-wide unlocks, I mean, sure, that might suck away from some MUDs bundles, but I think it'd be better for the game overall, because it's going to be more people investing into alternate characters. Dan, thank you for the resub. Greatly appreciate it. Bridger, how's it going? Was your purchase of the Breen Fall trait still worth it? Yeah, absolutely. It's still the best trait. Like, you can do almost the same thing with redirecting arrays, but redirecting arrays has a criteria. You have to take like one incoming attack every second for 15 seconds in order to get the same uptime. Breen Free Fire is just, you slot it and it's done. You slot it and your firewall's extended. Other than slotting it. Redirecting arrays, sure. Again, that can get up there as well, but yeah. Have I seen the complaints about how Fall is not better than the others enough now? Yeah. There's been a lot of people complaining. I desperately need the Anorax and a MUDs bundle for real. I mean, that's just a matter of time. We have a new MUDs bundle coming sometime this month, I think, so I wonder what that's going to have in it. Yeah, the Anorex could use a temporal variant, absolutely. That's it sucks that timing wise it really got screwed over. Okay, that's, I can't say I've seen that one before. But yeah, the Anorex just got screwed by timing because it came out before temporal was a specialization. What do I think is the best ship for fire at will? I mean, there's a lot of ships that work great for fire at will. It really depends. It depends on what type of environment you're going into. Like, are you talking just, you know, running advanced content? Are you talking running elite? Are you talking solo elite? Are you just doing random, you know, pug elites? Are you going in with a coordinated team? Like, there's so many conditions to what is best. Is the stream... Oh. I see what it is. Nah, the, I just lowered the bitrate. Elite solo runs? I mean, I ran the Arc Rail with a fire at will setup before, like, before Breen Free Fire was even out, and it was doing fine, because that's just really great for like an uncon heavy setup. Solo Elite is, you know, very uncon heavy. So, I mean, the Arc Royal's good. The Vengeance would also be a very strong option for that. I don't know if I've said this enough recently, but like it is amazing how the Vengeance, which is like one of the older ships in the game at this point, is legitimately better than most other ships in the game. Like, it's crazy how good the Vengeance is. Unfortunately, the accessories from it suck. Every time you see someone talk about its trait, that they're about to be very disappointed when they realize just how bad it is. The stream shouldn't be lagging anymore. I had to lower the bitrate down to 10 meg. I don't know if that's an internet issue or what. I did hit the upload limit for my internet this month, so they have slowed my upload speed down. Yeah, I think, you know, when it comes to specializations, the devs are aware, you know, that there needs to be some work done to balance out the specializations. But I almost wonder if it might just be worth it as well. Like, alongside balancing the existing abilities, maybe just add in some, like, new abilities for each specialization. Like, I'm not saying make them all the same where, you know, all of them, you know, need to have, like, a damage buff, a heal, stuff like that, but, you know, just make sure there's a couple functional uncons in there. You know, make sure the abilities line up with how people are using those specializations. Yeah, let me see if I can pull up the picture here. Hold on. Actually, let me get an updated picture here. Give me just a second. I just have to open up the app on my phone. We really need a hanger pet specialization tree, yeah. Yeah, here, let me put this up in Discord so I can show it on screen. I've downloaded a lot this month. Um, Discord. Okay, let me go display capture. Can you believe my ISP would throttle me? I can't believe it. Is there any chance there will be a CSV booster that gives 100% uptime? Probably not. I can't believe my ISP would throttle me. Actually, I've done everything I need to do here, so we can move on to another zone. Pay the internet bill for CasualSAB. Navy Man, thank you for the 20. I greatly appreciate it. Archmagos, how's it going? Sora, sounds good. I don't... Just given how much of a like gap there is with like player performance in this game, I don't foresee something like that happening. Johnny, thank you for the 10 gifted. I greatly appreciate it. Also, I've had people asking about the crate build guide. Yes, it is still happening, and if you guys have ever worked on larger projects, you may have experienced, you know, what's the term? Project scope, like where, or scope creep or whatever, where you start off with one goal and then it just slowly builds up to be more and more. So I've recognized that I've just expanded what I want to do too much with that video and took it back to the drawing board just to slim it back down, because I don't want to release like a you know, hour and a half, 2 hour long build video. So you're gonna see some parts, some of the like individual parts of it broken out. For instance, like I'm gonna be doing a video here, the best deflector, engine core, and shield to use in 2025. Like I'm trying to break out the parts of it that I think are good to break out. Oh no. Dan, thank you for the dono, I appreciate it. What troubles have I been causing? Using an excessive amount of data, and I did get some stuff done for a video last night for a physical product. I was sent a filing cabinet, which I basically have just set up as like a media center out in the living room, so that'll be an upcoming video. Okay, Undine's done. Let's see. Delta Iconian. I need Terran and Temporal. We're heading over to DS9 next. Over at the Terran Battlezone, you get both Temporal and temporal and Terran marks for completing any of the zones. Oh, I thought I hit Bajor, so I need to turn this around. Get over to the Badlands. There we go. Oh, yeah, I did. Phil, how's it going? Yeah, I got everything up to Phil's comment there. Oh. You're fine. I also am gonna have there's gonna be a few non-STO videos in the future that are like just physical product stuff, and I might do a video here soon that shows my setup off as well. Doing good. I've been trying to beat Michi's record. I had a run last night that was like really damn close. Just fell apart right at the very end. I'm not moving away from still. That's something you don't have to worry about with me. I right now O game. I got dragged back into that by my team over there. I don't recommend that game. It's terrible. I'll be playing Battlefield 6 when that drops. I don't know if I'll stream it because every time I stream, or every time I try to stream it, I perform really bad.
One generator down. 2 more remain.
I did redeem my code though from Intel for the Platinum Edition the other day.
2 generators offline. 1 to go.
So I don't remember if I've actually got it downloaded, but I got the game redeemed into my EA library, so there's that at least. Yeah, STO 2 ain't gonna happen. Don't get your hopes up for something like that. That ain't happening. Oh, I went a little bit too early. Rip. Chuck, glad to help. Yeah, PCSTO is it's great. Michi is a machine, yeah. I've had some really interesting points and runs over the past few days. Just like bashing my head up against the wall, trying different things. I'm pretty sure I can take the record back. It's just time.
The generators are offline. To protect the rim. Stop them. The portal is closed. Excellent work.
There we go. There is both of those marks. Yeah. I had a run that was like an 8 mil opening, and it's like, can I just get that every run? Nice. Will we see the legendary bundle next week? I don't know. Dan, thank you for the gifted sub. Greatly appreciate it. Yeah, Michi. I know. There's always room for improvement, and there's room for more power creep. You know what I really want? The legendary Galax from the Mirror Universe bundle. The supplemental systems console off that gives the plus 40 max power. I need that. I need it. Becca, please. Unbind it. Unlock it so I can use it on every ship. I need a few more marks here just so I have 2 days worth, so I'm going to do another zone. Yeah, I know that there's the enhanced induction coils and all that, but they don't work with, like, Uncon.
Generators offline. Want to go.
And it's also not as much of a power buff. Yeah, the new legendary bundle is going to be interesting. I'm pretty sure it does, Bridger, because I remember Chell was trying it out with like OSS, and combining all that together, Chell's getting like some stupid numbers. Hype train started. I appreciate it.
Generators are offline, but enemy ships are crossing through to protect the rift. Stop them!
I basically have a curse in the solo runs where if the run is going good off the start, I'm going to get an OSS weapon offline on the left side that just completely destroys it. That's basically my luck. You know, let's just complete the map here. Let's just do the entire Terran Battlezone. Just get it knocked out. And Brad, how's it going?
You have entered a Terran power station area. Stay close to the station and shut it down. Terran ships away. Control this area.
Also, some of you may recall the last time I did a console stream, I had issues with the audio, like, being delayed. I believe it's fixed, so have you noticed, like, any glaring audio delays so far? Though, I mean, it seems to be going off when the weapons are going off, right? Doing fine. Bridger. I was gonna joke about that the other day. They need to unlock all the consoles just to prevent future leaks. Yeah. I can hear and see Hellbore. Will they help ground gameplay significantly? Not really. I mean, it's more of if you don't want to deal with the Borg adaptation, I mean, that's there for you, but the issue for ground, you know, on PC at least, especially for like higher performance, is you don't worry about adaptation because the Borg die before they have a chance to adapt.
Energy and stability. Watch for additional plasma storms.
Especially like with the kit module spam, which they don't even adapt to. Like, doesn't really matter that much. Yeah, I tried that again, I think about half a year ago. I was trying the Exodus Active Robot strat with Intel Team. Yeah, when they did the team activation time reduction. They didn't do Intel team. Yeah, they adapt to weapons, except kinetic weapons. Yeah, impossible to develop any resistance against that.
Away from the satellite.
On the topic of legendary bundles, I wanted to, like, part of me wants to get the legendary Vesta bundle, but on the other hand, like, just out of, like, a principle of, like, this is just insanely bad value, no one should buy this, I don't want to buy it. Like, I sort of want to play with the ship. It's not really a good ship, I already know that. But, like, it'd be interesting to play around with for maybe a video or two. But it's just like, the pricing sucks. Like, the captain bundles, they're horrible value. You're buying one ship for $80. The level up stuff, it's the way it's designed is horrible. So you get these items that are a one-time claim for the character you use to pack on. Well, if you go in and you use the level up to get that stuff on your main, then you've just wasted the level up token. And if you use it on an alt, well, it's an alt where you're not going to likely utilize the items as much. Like, the design of it's just stupid.
Away from the satellite.
Yeah, Legendary Galax is legitimately great. Like, Command Intel is one of the best specialization combos for ships right now. I mentioned this in a video like a week or so back, a little teaser, but like that's one of the 7 combos that's basically like S tier.
Terran Nebula class science vessel will use repulsor to keep you away from the satellite.
David, how's it going? Where to find a decent build for the Anorax? I'd say take a look at the builds Discord. The issue is with how many ships there are in STO, you're going to have a hard time finding constantly up-to-date builds for each ship. You know, what is there, like 600 or something ships now? So you basically just have to learn how to adapt builds from one ship to another.
Watch out. Terran Nebula class science vessel will use repulsor to keep you away from the satellite. I shut down. Excellent.
Like, that can take a little bit of time to do, but you basically just... with how many ships there are, you gotta, like, find how to adjust a build from one ship to the other. That's one of the best long-term skills with STO you can pick up. Mara's how to build an effing ship guide, goes over that to some extent. Some people don't like the language in that, but
enemy ships are crossing through to protect the rim. Stop them.
It's really good advice.
Portal is closed. Excellent work.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely reasons to go for some of the legendary captain bundles, like the Dominion one, makes sense if you're doing rapid fire, surgical strikes, stuff like that. There's definitely valid reasons to do certain things.
You have entered a Terran plasma
Station's
control
metaphysics
area.
shields have dropped.
Attack the plasma
Focus
control
fire on the
base
plasma
and
control
hit the
station.
auxiliary
The
satellites
station is
when it
drawing
brings
power
its
from an
metaphysics
auxiliary
shields
satellite.
up.
Shut it
Destroy
down
the
to drop the
station and
metaphysics
control
shields.
the area.
Yeah, I mean, there's still people that really like single target, though. Yeah, there's a lot of people that really like the single target playstyle. Dan, thank
The
you.
device is active. Stay within 3
Single
kilometers
target
to
is
start
immersive?
shutting it
Yes.
down.
Were this week's updates PC only? Yes. Console always gets the updates at a delay. So, like, consoles right now just getting the VOTH event that PC had, like, a month ago.
Nebula science
Dan.
vessel incoming. Watch
Thank
out
you.
for repulsor beams.
Mark, thank you for the 15. Greatly appreciated. Excited for the USS Omega from IDW. When do I think it's coming to PC? They said we would learn more sometime in October. Now, the question is that going to be, like, how far into October? We're almost done with the Battlezone, indeed.
Nebula science vessel incoming. Watch out for repulsor beams.
Yeah, console will get the will updates, but it's probably going to be November. Is the Omega going to be a separate ship or just a Connie skin? My understanding is it's an entirely new lockbox ship. I don't know what the kit bash capability for that's going to be with the existing Connies, or if it's going to be its own thing. I really don't know. I'm gonna guess it probably is just a unique skin. Like it probably won't be kit bashable just because of the the exposed warp core stuff like that. No kit bashing pundits already said yeah. Okay, I'm not surprised.
That incoming Terran Nebula science vessel will try to push you out of the area.
Yeah, I don't know, exactly when that ship's gonna drop. I'm sort of surprised it hasn't already, to be honest. I don't know if they're gonna do the legendary bundle first or something, but we'll find out. I can tell you though that probably not this week, not this upcoming week, because they are doing a stream this Tuesday, October 7th, but it's a build stream, so I'm gonna be on there doing like a budget and performance build on the Negative and the what was it, Da Vinci or Saber. So, like, if there was a new ship coming this week, they would have had me and what's up, Galactic. They would have had us going in and doing the new ship. So, to me, that indicates no new ship this week. Is there console news? The VOTH event is live. Really good rewards. Definitely make sure to hop on and to get it. What's the verdict on the VOTH Bulwark? It's really good. It's legitimately like a really, really strong ship. Is it the best ship in the game? Of course not, but it's really good. Like, Mercworker Intel is a very good combination.
That incoming Terran Nebula science vessel will try to push you out of the area.
So Blood Money, those coupons will probably get updated in November on console. Basically, everything that's happened on PC this week probably will happen over on console in November.
Device shutdown complete. Excellent work. The mirror universe bases are transitioning to our universe. Head to their locations to stop them.
Yeah,
the universe bases are activating. We have 10 minutes to drive back as many as possible.
Dialogue just spamming over at the bottom right there is a bit annoying.
shields have dropped. Focus fire on the plasma control station. The station is drawing power from an auxiliary satellite. Shut it down to drop the metaphasic shields. The station's metaphasic shields have dropped. Focus fire on the
It's been a
plasma
while since
control
I've done this.
Disable the power station that's orbiting the base.
Autobot, thank you for the follow. 10 forward build string, you're gonna make a lot of Drazana or peers angry for showing them what nice mag is. Yeah. I haven't actually set the build up yet. I'll probably do that like tomorrow. Figure out what I want to do, you know, at the budget end of the spectrum and then the performance. I'm contributing a lot, okay? Do a FA build in honor of it being buffed? Yeah, I mean, potentially. A Spencer budget build, yeah. The thing is, my view of a budget build versus what most people think of is very different.
Shut down the portal network. Force them to emergency power.
No, this is the Awani. Immersive. I got stuck in the damn satellite there. That was annoying. Slowly getting there, and thank you for the healing. I appreciate it. Am I stuck? Step ship? Oh no.
Destroy the plasma control station and deactivate its auxiliary satellite. Station's metaphasic shields have dropped. Focus fire on the plasma control station. The station is drawing power from an auxiliary satellite. Shut it down to drop the metaphasic shields.
That was very anticlimactic. Don't think Spencer knows how to fall. I told myself on this stream I'm not opening the PC copy of Stowe, so I can't prove you wrong.
Disable the power station that's orbiting the base.
Yeah, the NPC dialogue just being really spammy at the bottom right there is a little annoying, isn't it? Surgical, what platform are you on? Thought we'd see a Trafalgar on the exchange by now. On console, haven't seen a single one. Until the Trafalgar like gets buffed, it's just in a rough state. Yeah, I'd like to customize the UI. Now, I mentioned this not long ago, but I don't know how or where this person got it, but I was sent a picture of what looked like a prototype for being able to customize your power levels over on console. You know, I don't know if that's something that's actually going to happen, or if someone was just doing some nefarious things and found that and, you know, sent it my way, but I thought that was interesting. There we go. Look at that.
All
Look at them
three bases have been
Terran
forced
marks
back.
right there.
Excellent work.
It's enough Terran marks for a couple days. PlayStation,
Sensors reading a large force of Terran ships
if there's
inbound.
any
We must be
PlayStation
making a
players here
final push.
looking, or like any PlayStation fleets, you know, that are looking to recruit,
All ships assemble to present a united
Surgical
front
Brick
against the
in
Terran
chat is looking
forces.
for a fleet. I don't, like, I'm in a fleet, but I don't, I rarely play the console side here. My main side is PC. The console side is more for me to experience what this part of the game is like and be able to make sure the content I'm producing is, you know, able to align with the realities of the game over here. Yeah. Small, quiet fleets are the way to go. The more active chat-wise a fleet is, the more worried I am. The more active, the more chat there is, the more drama there is. You know, I've got my own fleets on PC, the Breakfast Club, Fed and KDF, and they're basically just, at this point, we just advertise them as antisocial fleets. Like, you join, you get instant store access. As soon as you join the fleet, you get everything, like, mechanically that a fleet has to offer, with no, like, requirement on your end. But it's also antisocial. Very, very antisocial. Should I just bypass the Delkina just as long as they... Or, I'm sorry, those two comments mixed together. Should I just bypass the Delkina then from our conversation last time? The Delkina's still good. It just isn't as strong for the current Uncon meta. I've done 2.5 in a solo run with the Delkina. So it still is, you know, really capable. But, like, you're not going to chart the top of any tables with the Delkina, but you can still blitz through any content the game has. What do I think of the idea that the Borg cube in mini episode All That Matter is a target dummy worthy of being used for showing off DPS scores? So, I do want static test dummies to become very accessible for player testing. But for showing off DPS scores, it is very important to keep in mind that we have some very powerful dot things that can really skew some builds in a very positive direction that won't actually perform at, you know, that well in day-to-day gameplay. Like having a static target's good for some testing, but bad for others. Yeah, the reason I do like a bunch of solo ISCs is because that's just like a really good way to test in like a real practical environment. Yeah, I mean the Delkina can still do that. The Delkina is still a great ship. It's not the meta ship right now. That's still the mirror angle until they give us a better temp intel or intel temp strike wing. But you know, it's still good. Okay, what do I need now? I've I've got some new Kara. Romulan. I need all the things. You know, let's do a TFO here. We're gonna do Crystalline Catastrophe. I don't know if there's enough people on over here for this, but let's, I gotta change the difficulty. Okay, we're doing a Crystalline Catastrophe Advanced Public Queue. If you want in, it's just the public queue for Crystalline Advanced. Shut your damn mouth about the Delkina. Hey, I've got the Delkina on a bunch of characters. I still really love it. I'm curious how good the Negvar will be seating and such. Yeah, I'm very curious to see. Yeah, public queue for Crystalline Catastrophe Advanced, if anyone on console on the PlayStation wants to join. So the issue with the Delkina is the Lieutenant Commander Engineer. That's basically it. If the intel was on that engineer, man, that ship would... Oh, that'd be crazy. It's just the public queue, so if you want in, just join the public queue for Crystalline Catastrophe Advanced. Yeah, the console versions of the game should be able to have crossplay. Terran Emperor, very nice. Console version is more fair in PvP, yeah. Yeah, you don't have the differing keybinds that, you know, can also skew things like on PC. Like, you know, on top of all the various like pay to win stuff, like the keybinds also can have a major impact on PC. So not having that is a bottleneck that helps rein in the console side a little bit. Proxima is a side dread, yeah. Nice. You've been wailing out, Terran Emperor. I'm proud of you. Did you use Epic Creator Code CasualSAB? Look, I gotta get the shilling in at least once a stream, okay? I can't chill any market stuff on console, so best I can do is just this. Have I tried the Proxima? Yes, I've tried the Proxima. I did a stream with the Proxima. Did like a 1.5 mil with it or something. Like it's not a good ship, but it's still usable. That's the thing is, you know, when we say bad ships, I mean that there are some ships that are certainly by most definitions bad, but in most cases what we're really implying is that it's going to be harder for you to get things done with that ship compared to alternative options. You know, you might be paying more for something that has a lower performance ceiling, and it's going to be, you know, much harder to work with. What is the largest pilot ship? I don't even know. Again, public queue over on console for Crystalline Catastrophe Advanced, CCA, if you want to join. Just join the public queue. But yeah, I think the Okinawa is really small. Breen Courier is also really small. I think crossplay would be huge for the console side of the game. You know, you look at the metrics for this, and it looks like the retention is really bad on the console side. So being able to expand the amount of players that you can team up with, chat with, interact with, you know, whatever, that would be huge for the console side. God of Rage, would that be, you know, that's to me it would be Merrick Worker, right? Merrick Worker, you know, that just sucks. Oh, someone just bought the Dauntless on eBay. Thank you to, if that was any of you, I appreciate it. Awesome. I'll worry about that after the stream. Should also turn my phone to do not disturb. That would help. Yeah, again, public queue for Crystalline Catastrophe Advanced if anyone wants to join. On PlayStation. Would love to transfer your old PlayStation account to Xbox. I don't know if I'd want to transfer anything to Xbox right now. Like it really, like, from the outside, it's been a while since I've had an Xbox. But you know, I've got a Windows PC, which they're incorporating all this Xbox crap into. It just feels like Xbox is going downhill, especially the recent price increase. Yeah, it feels like, yeah, Xbox is dying. Yeah. Like, Xbox as a brand is just on a downward trend. Yeah, I saw the other day Costco pulled Xbox out of their stores. Like, that's pretty wild. Canceled your Game Pass yesterday? Yeah. Would love to see crossplay to PC. That would be the best solution for like boosting activity for all platforms. There would be pros and cons to it for anything that is like competitive at endgame. It would be horrible for console players because, you know, the limitations with the interface. Like, imagine trying to do PvP. Imagine being a console player trying to do PvP against a PC player. You don't have the ability to even see your buff icons or your opponent's buff, like the buff icons, the target and all that. Like, you don't even have the ability to see all these buff icons, yet the PC players got full visibility. Every buff you've got up, they've got up. Like, it just... ridiculous disparity. There's the pop, so here we go. Yep, the queue is up. Thank you, everyone. I think I bought Xbox Game Pass for like a trial 1 month, and then I never used it and was like, I'm not doing this anymore. Like, to me, it just didn't make sense, because if I buy something, you know, traditionally I want to own it. Like, if I buy a game, I want to be able to just download it to my computer and play it when I want, not worry about, you know, subscription. And I realize I say that as I'm playing, you know, STO, an online game where realistically we don't own any of the stuff that we buy in here. Montaro, thank you for the follow. Yeah, any of these online games, unless there's like, unless you are hosting your own private server, which I mean isn't even feasible for most of these, like you don't own, you know, what's going on. Yeah, here we go. Oh, my YouTube window's like frozen. Like, why is my chat not updated? Because it's been frozen for the past half hour. Get away. Ramsman. I charged up a bit of Zen using the thanks to all of you using the Epic creator code CasualSAB. I stocked up on enough Zen to cover probably the next Muds bundle, the Legendary bundle, and then like the Anniversary bundle. Go. Or new car marks. Solid 1.5 frames per minute. Yeah, I was actually on the subscription for a couple years, but I was buying like the time cards on Amazon. It was when I was still in like high school. I couldn't afford the lifetime. Remember when that used to be a hard fight? There are hard fights in Stowe. I mean, if you're on like what is basically a fresh account like I am right now, then yeah, there is still hard encounters. I'm just checking something here quick. How many master keys? Yeah, how's it going? Yeah, Suppression Barrage 3 is great. This room is getting pretty warm, so give me a minute here. I'm gonna go open the door, let some air get in here. Now, I don't really buy the master keys with Zen. That is just a waste of Zen to me. I'll use EC to buy my keys. Someone asked me how do I even get the EC, like, and all that. I'll probably do a video going over that soon. How's the engineer doing? I am just a couple more ships to go, and then power leveling, and it'll be set. I'm waiting for the I'm waiting for an upcoming release for the engineer character. Yeah, Darthon, that'd be cool. Des Moines with Smoke and Torps is now available in WoWs? Ooh. Interesting. Thank you, Yan. Spud, how's it going? Okay, I need... Oh, I did not mean... Okay, it's DS9, that's fine. I hit X, I didn't know where I was loading into. You'll have to redelay again your specialization combo ranking list? Terrible. In the official Discord, Phil? Oh, okay, hold on. Let me look here. Alright, I see it. Hold on. There you go. There you go. What 3 to 4 ships should we avoid picking from the event campaign since there's a new MUDs bundle coming soon? How would I know that? Enterprise E-Bridge looks snazzy. Yeah, I mean, there's times of the day where it's it can be a bit rough. Yeah, there being a new release doesn't help with the servers either. Okay, what rep do I need next? Like, what rep do I really need to do next? I mean, the ideal answer is none of these, but... Let's see, what TFO do we want to do now? do advanced. I'm not good enough for elite yet. I'm too casual. You know, I haven't done an infected over here, and it's, you know, a casual SAB stream without infected. That's heresy. Absolute heresy. Public queue infected the conduit advanced if anyone wants to join over on PlayStation. In what console still is better than PC? What's better about the console version than PC? The loot gets sucked up into your inventory right away. The auto activations are cool for people to, you know, that wouldn't want to do keybinds. That's about it. I stream without gambling, I know. Hopefully there's not too much background noise. I had to open the door. It's getting a smidge too warm in here. 77. The air's set to 65. Little bit warm in here. The dill market, yeah, I mean, the reason that the lithium exchange isn't as bad as on PC is because there's less players. You have less, so there's less interest for like gold sellers and all that to come in and you know, actually establish themselves over here, because there's just, you know, not enough people to make it worth their time. I mean, you can do that with PC as well. I mean, you can get a wireless mouse and keyboard and sit back in a chair with that. Why am I so slow? Yeah, it's all dead before I can even get there. This is what it feels like for other people when I'm around on PC. Why, I'm so slow. By the time I get to the side, the damn gate's gonna be targetable. I'm gonna be one of these people that just ruins the run for the DPS player and takes out all the juicy spheres. But yeah, I mean, it really is just the fact that the loot auto drops into your inventory, and like the ability auto activation is cool for some people. Like I actually, if the auto activation was on PC, I wouldn't use it, but I know a lot of people would. I think in an environment where you could use keybinds or auto activation, I think keybinds would still win out. Lockville, yeah. We will have to see what they do here. But from a meta perspective, I can say that the current assessment is that of the 3 ships that we believe will be in the upcoming Legendary Bundle, the only one that has a chance at like actually being like having a stronger, you know, setup would be the Klingon one, the Legendary Negvar. because the Delon's not going to be able to have a hangar bay. And historically, like the ROM ships that basically the ROM escorts, they don't even get raider flanking most of the time. So, or I don't think any of them have. Yeah. And the Nebula, again, the monitor's just incredibly hard to beat. Yeah. Yeah, the fun thing with the current meta is as soon as you actually think about, you know, some of the core things we want in a ship, like for something to be meta, it's got to have a hangar bay, right? Like regardless of like if you're at like a high performance level, low performance, just having hangar bay is just huge. Whether you're using it for Type 7s or you're just using it for something themed, like that's pretty damn important for a lot of people. And for me, like doing all the energy weapon setups, I truthfully, like, I might play around with a ship on a stream or two that doesn't have intel seating, but I can tell you right now that if a ship does not have an intel seat, I'm not going to be flying it like on a regular basis. So like as soon as I see a ship that doesn't have intel, that doesn't have a hangar bay, like it's a ship you could basically write off as this is going to get attention for like a couple days to a week, and then we're going to go back to our established platforms. I sold the pack lid for 1.5 billion day one because I wanted it then. The second one sold for 800 mil a few days later. Graphics are nicer on PS5 apparently versus Xbox. I heard the opposite. So this is on the PS5 Pro with all the like auto enhancements, and it's still, I mean, it looks fine, but it could definitely use with some oh wow. Look at that, like the distance for the details to pop in. That's, I hadn't actually paid attention to that. The draw distance or whatever. I don't remember what the terminology is. Like the draw distance for this stuff to be loaded in. That is. I hadn't really spent time on DS9 before. I hadn't noticed how it was over here. That's true, Mark the Chief. It would be just a way to make up for them not having a hangar bay. I mean, that means that there's a lot of the graphical settings that I feel like could be turned up on the current gen platforms that they haven't done yet. I mean, I know the consoles aren't as powerful as most PCs, but I mean, the current gen stuff is still fairly decent. It should be able to do better than that. That's just them not having their settings set up the right way for the newer hardware. Yeah, yeah. Oof. Okay, let's do another TFO here. I always go to the wrong window. We'll stick this on advanced. My performance over here is terrible, so any of you in here are just going to be carrying me through the content, and I greatly appreciate that. What is tolerable? That is the question. Let's do a hive. Another Borg TFO, Hive Onslaught Advanced, public queue. Minor instabilities. Terrible. No, I just keep it to the space side. On the After the Vengeance and Road Razor, would I choose Phaser Omni plus Pavin plus Advanced Phaser or 2 Advanced? I'd probably do the 2 Advanced if you're doing Advanced. No, Jason, this is PlayStation. I had requested to go and, do some stuff over on PlayStation, and I'm gonna, try to cycle it more into the stream cycle. Now, this is going to be a slightly shorter stream than usual because I got stuff going on today, but I'll probably do 1 to 2 more TFOs after this. Nice.
I am the collective.
My build is horrible. Oh, I'm gonna die here. Warp core breach. No, I thought I had the. I don't have the warp core breach straight on. Fireball escape. Rip.
We're detecting a massive energy buildup. They're preparing to fire lance weapons.
I'm holding down the buttons.
Get under their gun.
Your efforts are futile.
X isn't letting me skip ahead.
This vessel is futile. I will claim.
Oh, because I'm holding down the wrong button. It's circle. I'll be okay. Okay, I wasn't even there for that part of the fight.
am eternal.
How old are the niece and
not
nephew?
the end.
The nephew is 1 year old and the niece is 4 years old. I did nothing in this TFO. Thank you for the carry. All the Omega marks. Took longer than 8 seconds. I know. Where's Cheops? Cheops wouldn't touch the console version. Cheops, I could only imagine the commentary Cheops would provide. By the way, Mara, Cheops, and myself recorded a Captain's Table podcast last Sunday. I don't know what day Mara plans to get that out, but that is going to be incoming. Okay, do one more here. Here found advanced public queue. Why am I doing Borg queues? Because they're the ones that I like. The Borg queues are just very immersive, you know? Is Cheops capable of compassion? That's a good question. I mean, Cheops is a nice person. It's just he can be a very funny person to be in chat with, I think is the best way to put it. You are in the internet. Be a very scary place. Hello, Lonnie. Yeah. Cheops has a great sense of humor for sure. And you guys are typically hearing him without a, or with a filter on. When we're just in chat, I queued up for this. Why didn't it go? Okay, there it goes. There's just loading. See an E2. Near warship. Got some beefy ships in here. I'm gonna go left here, just because I'm never right, so.
From this time forward, your culture will adapt to so as ours.
I am contributing. Generally I just use Romulan SROs. I just find them to be the simplest option for me, and as someone that mains a Romulan character, you know, they're pretty cheap. I mean, Watchers are also pretty good.
Will become one with the Borg.
Yeah, this NPC dialogue, like the UI, I think just needs to be reorganized. No. Thank you all for the carry. So unfortunately, I do need to bail out, just deal with some family stuff today, but I do appreciate everyone stopping by, carrying me through some of these TFOs. The console HUD is very bulky. Yeah, that's an understatement. So the good news is I have the issues, you know, sorted out with the capture card. So as you guys saw, aside from the bitrate being a bit too high earlier in the stream, the audio sync is done. All the fixes I did are good. So the console streams, they're not going to happen every week, to be clear, but my goal is I have the console streams I need to be doing at least once a month. So one weekend each month is going to be over here on console, doing stuff like I just did, you know, going in, just doing TFOs, just doing, you know, rep stuff like that. I also need to get through the story missions still on my free-to-play, that challenge that started like a year and a half ago. Look, it takes me time to get through things, okay? Especially when it's being done on stream. So, yeah, I'll be sprinkling, you know, console and story streams back into the cycle on a regular basis. I'm aiming for at least one a month moving forward, and for the story stuff, that is until the story arc is complete, or all the story arcs are complete on that account. So yeah, that 'tis the plan. We'll see what happens if there's a new ship released next week, which again, I don't think there's going to be. I'm going to be on their stream Tuesday, so if there was a new ship, I feel like they wouldn't be doing a build stream. Maybe we'll get the new mods bundle on Wednesday. Maybe. I don't know. We'll find out. But again, thank you everyone for stopping by. Let me get a raid out over here on the Twitch side. I don't know who we have live, but I'm going to pick a random person here if I don't recognize anyone. Okay. I think I have someone here. They got balanced power levels, but they're in a good ship. Okay, so let's do the raid. Raid is started. Again, thank you all for tuning in, and for everyone over on console, thank you for the carry. I greatly appreciate it. And again, remember to stop by on Tuesday. I'll be on the Deca stream doing builds for the Negtev and the Da Vinci. But that is it. See you guys around.